Everybody is going to stay with me, okay? You're going to stay within eye distance of me all the time, and you're going to stay on the trail all the time. No one's going to leave the trail. No one's going off the trail, okay? No one's venturing any farther than where the trail is going to lead, okay? You be very clear and specific about that to make sure no one leaves the trail. That's one of the major rules. So you're going to keep everybody together, right? And this is all goes back to bear safety, because 99% of bear attacks happen on single individuals, okay? So as long as we stay together, we have a really large chance of never, ever being attacked by a bear, let alone trying to survive an attack, okay? So as long as we stay together, that's the number one rule, okay? So you just talk to people about that. Now, this introduction is really good because you're gonna get some people up here that are they're hesitant, right? They're going into bear country and they're a little nervous, right? You know, so this talk is going to do two things. You're going to scare them a little bit and calm their nerves and then get them excited, okay? So we talk about all the safety stuff. You talk about, you know, being in numbers, no food, you go over all this stuff. You talk about how these are black bears. This is what we're going to be viewing. There's going to be no brown bears here. It's very rare. They have had some sightings, but it's very, very rare, okay? So they're all going to be black bears that we're viewing, you know. You're going to talk to them about mother and cubs are the most dangerous part of being any kind of bear. So, you know, they never get between a bear and, you know, us, you know, between us, you know. So, and that just goes circles all the way back to stay together, right? Because if we're all in a group and we're all within a little distance of each other, the odds of getting a bear in between us are going to be very rare, okay? So we don't want to ever get between a bear and its cubs. We don't want to get really between a bear and the rest of the group, right? We just keep the bear out in the distance, and then we just view it as a group, right? So you really want to stress that, right? And it's going to do two things. It's really going to calm people down, and then you'll find that they get really excited after that, because now we're like, okay, everybody knows the rules, and off we're going to go, you know? So you can talk a little bit about the island here, and you can explain, you know, what you're going to do. So and you'll kind of see it as we go today, but you tell them, say, we're going to go up here, we got a van. You know, they may already know some of these details, but it's just good to go over them. So when they get to this point, they know what to expect for the next couple hours on this part of the journey. You know what I mean? They're not just like, where are we going? What do we, you know what I mean? They're kind of like, let them know what's going on. So we got a van up here. Obviously, we're going to get in the van. We're going to drive about a mile up this old logging road. Then we're going to get out, and there's some facilities there. They can use there's an outhouse there. That's the only facilities that are on this area, is at the top of the trail. So let them know that, you know, because the ladies don't want to use it and stuff, you know. Then let them know we're going to hike down the trail. It's about 250 yards, you know, and circle back again. This is where we need to all stay together. And then you also want to talk about being quiet, you know, because if everybody's walking down the trail and we're being super, super loud, and we're all just talking about last night's party at the bar and this and that, you know, the odds of seeing bears are going to diminish, right? So, you know, we want to be a little bit quiet. It's not that we can't talk, but we want to kind of keep it down a little bit as we get into this bear area, and just use your, you know, whisper voices and talk, and, you know, so talk to them about that a little bit. You know, let people know just before they leave the boat, if they have any rain gear or stuff they want to bring them, they are leaving that boat. We're not going to return to that boat until after this portion's over. It's not like, hey, I need to run back and get a camera, I need to go back and get this, you know what I remember. So definitely make sure, like, at this point, everybody has everything we need, right? You got your rain gear, you got your cameras, you got all your stuff. We're all ready to venture on, right? So, okay, so make sure they're all set for that. And then that's really about it, you know. You can tell them about the area, and we're gonna go view the viewing area. Just tell them to stay on the viewing area again, no venturing off, you know, while we're there. Everybody will be in the area. There's going to be other groups up there at times. You're going to see other groups, and they're going to come and go as we're there, and we might come on to groups that are there. It's a public platform. We're all sharing it. Just keep yourselves and be quiet. You know, everybody kind of expects that.
So if somebody pulls a ham sandwich out right here, you get back to the boat, take it back.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, somebody said, well, I have some cookies with me. I'd say, no, I need you to leave them on the boat. And if they said, well, I really need these cookies on, I say, well, you can either stay here with the cookies. You can put the cookies on the boat. It's a strict rule. There's no food. There's no, you know.
Yeah.
Right. And you can just scare them a little bit. Like Rosaire said, oh, well, Yeah, the bears like to eat people with cookies. You know, like,
Yeah, right.
there's a rule. There's a reason we have this rule, sir. You know, and just, you might have to be a little, but
Have
you'll be
fun with
surprised.
it.
99% of people
Don't
can be like,
drink,
you're like, no food. The people are like, oh yeah, I get it, right? You know what I
Right.
mean? Most people are a little puckered up than relaxed. You know, you'll get a couple cowboys that want to walk off the trail here and young kids and things a little bit, but if you just keep them all together, so yeah. So, and it's very important because the rules for us, it's not only some of these rules are just for safety and stuff, they're very strict rules for our permit. So everything I show you today, everything I teach you, this is exactly what I want you to do. I don't want you to differ from it in any way, okay? I don't want you to go to any different places. I don't want you to venture any other places. I want you to do exactly what we do today.